been able to play that card.
asshole.
Yeah, I've never been able to play that card, and the fact that I could play that card now would actually be kind of sick.
We good?
Yep.
Hi,
Not
Sonic.
yet.
Omo-chow and Big and I are having a picnic. Want to join us?
Having a picnic.
Fastest is Sonic's middle name. But what's this race all about?
Actually, his middle name is Maurice. Did that bring up the Sonic comic panel of Sonic saying his middle name is Maurice, and then zoom in on Maurice?
Thank you, Zap.
Thank you, Zap.
I'm gonna say it. My favorite part about telling Zap to do weird shit is the part where I say thank you, Zap, at the end.
Remove Big from the game. Thank you, Zap.
I already come prepared for this, and he has like a mod that replaces Big with like Spy from Team Fortress 2.
Sadly, there's no modding scene for this game.
Really?
Yeah, there's a few mods, but like there's like 9 total.
Honestly, this game seems pretty red. So I'm rolling
The teams.
Okay, you get a D4 and I get the D3, Roman.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. 3.
1.
Oh, nice.
Eager to win.
Wow, you got Blaze.
Well, it's very on brand for you. Q.
Would you drive one of these cars?
Same abilities, as fast.
The cards in front of me, you'd ask me, would you drive one of these? And I'd be like, no, I don't know. And then you'd be like, do it, pussy. And I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd go incredibly slow and like gently run into a cone. Sonic looks at me and he's like, don't worry, it's got insurance.
As in, I assure you, this thing's gonna go fast.
I try to do one of those sick flips and I just fly out of the car. How can Big drive a car?
Very well, actually.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have the biggest brain, but his instincts are on point.
Didn't the Dawn Paws say he, like, made each car for, like, special made for every one of them?
Yes.
Big's fucking car is just like one big button that says go and he just pushes it. You got 3. So, goddamn it, we might get Blaze again.
Oh, no. You got 2. We get silver.
Yeah, we got silver.
Ready to roll.
Just look at this pretty car.
Big scares me. I'm sorry, but, like, look at him.
His eyes looking downward like that is how he would talk to everybody because everyone was shorter than him. Fucking top 2 position. Cube!
Imagine building Legos with that guy.
The announcer?
Yeah, I go, Cube! And I get my Darth Vader head back.
I'll admit that this guy knows how to put on a great race.
I'm not a fan of Knuckles' new voice actor.
I was gonna say, I don't know if he gets any better, but he's definitely not impressing me right now.
He is in Frontiers, though.
Oh,
So we'll see if he gets better there. But yeah, right now I'm not impressed.
don't look at me.
There appear to be 3 types of cars, Amy. You're driving a speed type.
Shut up.
The
Notice how Omo Chow doesn't let the other Chow talk. What are the other Chow doing there for as hostages?
They're the fuel.
Well, other Chow don't talk, right?
We'll go down the list. First was
First was Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis.
normal Sonic 1.
Good old Sonic 1, fast, simple.
I don't like the game.
You don't like the Sonic 1 on Genesis?
I like Green Hill. That's about it. And Marble Zone is actually passable. I don't mind it that much.
What about the Game Gear, though?
It was alright, actually. I didn't hate it.
I will say I learned to dread the name Game Gear very fast. Sonic Eraser, we didn't spend like 10 minutes playing that, though.
It's just like a meme game. Do you remember the music?
That's right, it hurt my ears.
It was like someone banging a pot.
Yeah, it was someone banging a pot and with like a rusty pot. Then there was Sonic 2 on the Game Gear.
Holy shit. Look at my team.
Wow. Okay. I hope you enjoy last place. Yeah, Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. Did you actually like that one? I can't remember.
No. That had a scrambled egg zone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was that one.
Oh god. And then there was Sonic 2 on the
all the way
Genesis.
from the future to lose.
Hey, Silver. Long
They
time
look
no
weird.
see. You came here from the future?
Yeah, I received the invitation in my era, 200 years from now, and journeyed back in time to participate.
But how? They never get an explanation on like how Silver travels back to the past.
It is nice to work with you again, my friend.
Doesn't he just use Chaos Emeralds?
Well, in 06, you need 2 people needed 1 Chaos Emerald.
I thought you just needed 2 Chaos Emeralds, period. Huh, okay.
I mean, does that mean Silver has the Chaos Emeralds in the future?
I mean, he might.
Well, we don't know.
At least 2 of them. Oh, and after that, we got Sonic CD. That was good.
That was good. I love
That
CD.
was a lovely game.
It helped that I was good at it.
We got all the good futures and the time rings.
And look, it's Ghost from Sonic Colors Ultimate.
Oh, and our favorite game, Sonic Chaos.
It's just a short game with a terrible boss.
I know, but like, if I was afraid
I know.
of how mad you were getting. I can't believe all it took Eggman to actually defeat Sonic was just use a robot ostrich. Sonic Spinball. I wish we played a little bit more of that actually.
I don't.
Okay, well I enjoyed watching you play. Yeah, oh, I like pinball.
That's Spinball. It ain't the same.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same.
Yes, there is.
Mm.
Yes. No, stop talking. You can control Sonic and a pinball board. There's no greater game. And then we hit Sonic 3.
First half of Sonic 3. My favorite half. So it's good.
Yeah.
Big, what the fuck?
The story mode looks atrociously frustrating just for the sheer fact that you have to rely on the AI to actually not fuck up. Let's see here. The D4 says Team Vector. The D3 says Vector.
You like my car frame?
It's very Vector.
Very Vector. And remember, all these are customized. I like how
Chao one looks like a nightmare fuel. Look at that face on the front.
Nice to see you, Blaze. Did Dodonpa send you an invitation to his race?
Yes, apparently our enigmatic host is able to send messages across dimensions.
Distressingly impressive.
After everything I have dealt with, I feel confident that I can handle a mischievous old Tanuki.
You do much driving, Princess? Or do you have a chauffeur?
Driving is one of my many skills.
I do like Blaze's new voice. Very similar to her other ones.
Next one on the list is very appropriate to talk about with this game. Sonic Drift.
Forgettable Game Gear game.
Oh, thank God, it was awful. It might have been just because you were playing Eggman and they just made Eggman, like, terrible to play in that game. I'm almost certain. Sonic Triple Trouble. That was Fang, right?
Yeah, that's the first game with Fang in it. We never got to fight him.
No, we saw him a couple times, but we never...
Yeah, okay, we never fought him.
Never fought him.
I think that's average game.
That wasn't awful.
It's just another Game Gear game.
So how many follicles of hair do you think is on Sonic's body? Pop quiz.
0, because he doesn't have hair, he has quills.
Who wants to get Zap's account banned?
Let's see. Not my best moment.
Now we are unstoppable.
I forget everyone gets like God voice during like the super duper boost.
Imagine hearing that in a Walmart. Blade's going, now we're unstoppable.
Oh, you hear like the click, but it's just now we are unstoppable, and then it just hangs up.
So if you're going grocery shopping in like the next like 2 aisles over, you hear like this announcer like scream "Rocket" like twice and boost.
I would think it was one of you guys playing a prank on me.
Speaking of childs, one thing about the Sonic 3 playthrough, that's when we made grills, or thought of grills.
Right, okay.
That's when Grills was born.
Sonic 3.
Sonic.
Sorry,
Sonic.
What you didn't
Sonic.
see is...
Sonic!
What you didn't see is I misspelled Sonic like 12 times. Grills the Bear's birthday is February 2nd. I almost said February tooth. I feel awful right now.
The tooth of February!
I am apparently 300% out of it.
I wish the boss had let us race with him.
Yes, but we have a list of duties to perform here while...
That's right.
What do you think of Cubot and Orbot?
I like them.
They're okay. It's just like every time Sonic is like, here's a new character. Here's a new character that only shows up for this game or this piece of media or whatever. Because it's just like, man, you have too many characters already. You don't need to keep making more.
All right, what's next here? Knuckles Chaotix.
That's the first game in the marathon where Gimper showed up. It's not fun to play.
There was a lot of nothing in that game.
I think it's interesting that the levels that you get are randomized, but it's also stupid.
4 times 5. You can play like 20 levels before fighting a boss, and that's dumb.
The pacing and the difficulty and everything else is just like completely out of whack because of the randomized nature of the
since
levels.
you can go to any levels right off the bat, they're all designed to be like the first level. So like, there's no difficulty curve. Apparently a lot of people like the music. I thought it was kind of forgettable.
But I mean, the characters are cool, even though the armadillo never comes back.
I mean, he does. In Mania, in the Encore Mode DLC.
I almost want to say Mania doesn't count.
Shut up! Shut up!
They even made like animated shorts on YouTube, and Mighty comes back in there with those, so...
Yeah, so shut up!
He's now part of the cast in Classic.
Oh yeah, Charmy is also like 80 or whatever.
60.
Oh, in Chaotix, yeah.
60.
The 60-year-old beef.
Yeah, Tails Sky Patrol and Tails Adventure.
Sky Patrol.
The fact that
Sucks.
Eggman...
You were done with that game like in an
If the two
instant,
of them even
though,
know
weren't
each
you?
other, that is.
Yeah, it sucks. Funny thing about Sky Patrol, do you remember a witch card?
Yeah.
Right, yes.
She comes back in the IDW comics.
What?
I heard that, yeah.
I'm glad Witch Cart fans are finally getting the content that they deserve. They deserve it.
I always try, and I always succeed. I'm not here for you.
I never lose, and
I'm
I
not
always
working
win.
with the doctor. I'm here to put an end to his evil plans.
I said this before, but I do like this voice for Shadow. He's like trying too hard, but I kind of love that about it.
Ultimate life form.
Maybe the voice is fine, but I hate the direction that Shadow's been given now. Oh, I'm the ultimate life form. I will always win. But like a lot of the newer games, they just forget that Shadow is a hero. Like he forgot.
He had a character arc.
Yeah, he had a character arc. No, he's just the ultimate life form who wants to beat Sonic now. So Sky Patrol. Next is Tails Adventure.
I'm like upset that I remember. Fucking pissed, dude. I'm like upset that I remember as much of that game as I do. Rido? Rido?
Is it supposed to say radio but says Rido? Oh no! No! This is a game that Sega made! That game had a good start, and I love the idea of it.
Destructible walls look exactly the same as regular walls.
Right, stuff like that.
Well, okay, you can tell what's a destructible wall, but you can't tell like what bomb you need to destroy that wall with. Each bomb can blow up only certain destructible walls, but all destructible walls look the same.
Honestly, if the game just gave you access to all of your power-ups, or
that'll be good.
If more of the power-ups were like upgrades, like if the napalm wasn't different from the normal bomb, it was just like an upgrade or something like that. Like there's ways to fix this game and make it like much better. The idea is fun, just wasn't super good. And
after Tails Adventure is Sonic Labyrinth.
Labyrinth, yes.
We needed a guide for that one, and that one just kind of got.
Did I bring up a guide?
I pull up a guide because there was a level that was like second to last one or something like that that we needed to figure something out. And then, oh boy, Sonic the Fighters.
Your favorite? It's fine.
It's a fighting game. It's like playing Tekken, honestly.
I don't play fighting games. I like how that was basically the first game where they used 3D models. And it looks nice.
You played Espio through it, right?
Yes. Ron was like, pick Espio. And I pick Espio. Okay, I guess I'm glad my opinion is better than Colin's. Because you wanted me to go Bean.
I wanted you to pick Bean. Yeah, I wanted you to pick Bean. Sonic 3D Blast.
It has its fans. I'm not one of them.
Honestly, I can't remember. Can't remember a thing.
Yeah, there was nothing really memorable, I think, that happened in that playthrough. It's just weird to play. Oh, this is just egg pawn elimination. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. You're heading away from the finish. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way.
I love video games.
Is this working?
Yep.
No fucking way. Oh my god.
Because my timer at the top, it never goes down.
Oh my god.
We're almost at the platinum.
Joy.
One more. There we go.
Wow, how'd you do it? We got Team Sonic. And for character, we got Tails miles per hour.
I never liked any of the combinations of colors that I can give him. This is like the best I can do with him.
I hate him. Sonic R.
I like R.
I liked it too.
And unironically, I don't hate the music. I like it.
No, yeah, the music's great. Sonic Pocket Adventure. I can't remember what was that one all.
It's basically just a rehash of Sonic 2 with Sonic 3 music.
Yeah, that's right. It was kind of like a mash.
Yeah.
Can't beat us.
I wanna fly high. I
have
can
your
reach the
wings.
sky.
I can fly. Ah!
I have tails, so I can fly.
Not my tails.
Not my tails.
I love tails.
Sonic, get off.
Wanna fuck him? That's all the classic era.
And next is the Adventure era, and marathon-wise, that's when I started doing one game per video. I love Adventure.
I know you do.
My second favorite.
I'm going to make mincemeat out of you.
Sonic Adventure was actually almost going to be an RPG first, and you can kind of see that with all the civilians you can talk to. You'd be surprised at like how much like information you can get out of them.
I don't have any comments about Sonic Adventure other than the mouths move funny.
What Sonic Shuffle? Do you remember the Nightmare Fuel?
I do remember that, but that that was from emulator troubles.
It was still funny.
It was still funny though. It was good.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Kind of hard to say stuff about the game that hasn't already been said. But I did mention this in the Mania video, that if we were ever to like go back and just redo one, Sonic Adventure 2 would be one of them. I could have done better with that game, gameplay-wise and also editing-wise. I actually do think that game is just overhyped a little. I actually just think the soundtrack's alright.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of sick of Live and Learn. But I will say, I do think they should include Live and Learn somehow in the third movie. Yeah.
I still haven't seen Sonic movie 1 and 2 yet. God,
I had a good time watching that as I did like watching Detective Pikachu.
I have to see the fucking Chris Pratt Mario movie. I just have to.
Anything for the fact that Jack Black's going to be Bowser?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to do well. It's going to be like a Venom thing.
What was the latest Illumination movie that wasn't Minions related? Minions Rise of Gru, Sing 2, Secret Life of Pets 2, The Grinch, Despicable Me 3, Sing, The Secret Life of Pets 1, Minions, Despicable Me 2, The Lorax, Hop, Despicable Me. Like, I've heard Minions Rise of Gru is alright. I don't know anything about The Grinch. I don't like Minions. I don't like The Secret Life of Pets. Despicable Me 1 was actually a good movie, but it's literally been 12 years and I don't know if Illumination can make a good movie anymore. I just don't know. I have one more thing about the Mario movie. The last thing that the two people who were directing the Mario film did was the Teen Titans Go movie. I'm now starting to think that this might be fucked.
Oh fuck! Okay, I one last thing to say. Now you brought the Teen Titans movie. There's like a bit or something that they had to like that there was no superhero like Justice League anymore, and they had to do everyone's origins at the beginning, and they literally walked up to Bruce Wayne's parents,
stole her
like
pearls.
as a kid, stole her pearls, shoved them in an alley, and a gunshot went off.
Yeah.
Off, and it was so fucked up. And like all the Teen Titans just like give a thumbs up to the camera.
Yeah.
So Sonic Advance. Wasn't that it was Sonic Advance 2.
Where Gimper showed up?
Where Gimper showed up for like a grand total of like 10 minutes. Gimper, let's talk about Sonic related things. And the Gimper was like, Zap, who is your favorite Sonic?
You're not stuck.
No. What you said was, alright Zap, how do you like Tails?
He's getting married.
I'm glad we just basically skipped Advance 2 though, because you just played Cream through the whole time.
And I fucking loved it. When I first played that on my own, I did not like Advance 2 that much. But when I replayed it with Cream and we just skipped the bosses, I enjoyed it so much more.
When you put it like that way, Zap, yes, I also love it when I don't have to play most of the game.
I mean, I still play through the levels.
Sure.
It's just the bosses I'm skipping. Well, Sonic Advance 3. First appearance with a Gemerald.
That's right, Gemerald.
I forgot about that. Good song for this conversation.
I forgot.
This is literally the Chow race theme from Sonic SA2.
Yeah, that's his boost theme. I'm kind of sad Gemerald never like makes an appearance. Then again, I'm kind of sad Cream never makes an appearance again.
Man, you really were right, Ron. They just love trashing the characters. Just
well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they keep making new Sonic characters and then not using them. It's like, why did you make Vector the Crocodile if he's not gonna fucking show up?
Vector stays.
Like, there's fucking too many characters. Like, Blaze is still around. Like, Blaze was like very clearly supposed to be like a one-time thing, like literally from a different dimension or timeline, fucking depending. And then she's just like, I'm here now. I mean, Blaze is cool.
I can't believe you shit-talked my favorite character and then Zap's favorite character immediately. the fucking balls on this man.
That was accidental. I mean, I'm in the same boat with like Mario. Why did you even make Waluigi if you're not gonna fucking have him show up?
All these characters that they don't bring back in the games, they show up in like the comics and whatnot.
I mean, I'd hardly count that though.
They show up somewhere.
Sure, yeah. Somebody cares.
Honestly, I want to talk about Battle.
Our first video to get over 100 views, Sonic-wise.
I like Sonic Battle. I like the fact that they give you like a blank slate character and his whole job is to fucking...
I like the idea of it.
The gameplay is fine. It gets repetitive extremely quickly, but the fact that it's a Game Boy game makes that matter less, because the idea is you're supposed to, you know, play it on car rides and shit like that.
You play like a battle on a car ride home or something like that.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, nice clip, Zap. You found a new speedrun strat.
Oh, thank you. Heroes. I like Heroes.
I like Heroes. I like the fact that Metal Sonic comes back and he's a fucking dinosaur for some reason. Just fucking weird, but like I'm here for it. 3, by the way.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog. He's got a gun in this
Roll
one.
it.
It's shaped like a toilet. Your roll is 1.
Kind of regret not showing off expert mode in Shadow. What expert mode is, you go through every single level in one full swoop. No missions, no nothing. Let's just get to the end.
That's fun.
But I do like our roll the dice playthrough.
I thought it was a step in the right direction where that Sega and Sonic team
Characters
should have done.
getting their own game.
Characters getting their own game, because they are a lot of interesting characters in Sonic.
Yeah, like there's a lot of characters in Sonic. You could do a whole lot of different shit with them. Fucking make a fucking Vector does his taxes game, like Mario teaches typing or some shit. Like, come on.
To have like a stealth unit of characters that are like doing a bunch of like robberies, and it's like SBO Rouge and
Charmy.
Charmy is Bane.
You will not shut up. You will fail stealth with Charmy.
If you pick, if
It's
Charmy's
immediate
in
failure
your
upon
squad,
picking.
yeah, it's immediate failure.
I'm just saying the stories I had the most fun with in the Sonic Marathon so far do not involve Sonic or Tails.
And I feel like, well, no, I was gonna say if Sonic did better, we'd see weirder games, but that's not true because Sonic did perfectly fine for a really long time, and we still don't have Vector does his taxes.
What's the next game here?
Rush.
Sonic Rush.
Which one's Rush again?
Blaze's game.
Domination.
Well, obviously I love Blaze, but I kind of wish I loved Rush more as a game.
You liked Rush 2 plenty, right? So, like, at the very least, you could say, like, Rush wasn't perfect, but they learned from it and made a much better game that nobody cared about.
And nobody cares about Rush Adventure. It's just so weird. I mean, outside from the level design of Rush, everything else in that game is kind of almost perfect.
How are your fingers, by the way, in that whole button mash segment? I remember Roman yelling at you, like, "You're losing! Do better!" Sonic Riders. I think they should have kept the Babylon Rogues.
Yeah,
they do show up in the
legit.
IDW comics.
Zap, I'm gonna like put a jar in front of you now. You're gonna put $1 in there every time you say IDW comics.
Your roll is 3 again.
Your roll is 3 again as well.
It's racing
Good.
time.
Double dose of Vector.
So I went into Riders like going to hate it, but
Big racing
then
game.
I went into it after like getting enough practice into it, and like if you learn that game, it's actually really fun. So I actually had a good time playing that game, which
I'm
I
sorry that you
kind
had a
of
good
wasn't
time.
expecting.
I do kind of wish the Green Bird was not also voiced by Sonic, doing basically the Sonic voice except very slightly different.
I much prefer Jason Griffith voicing Jet than his new voice actor.
But next up is Sonic 06.
My game.
That's a lot to unpack right there. Okay, so I'm gonna open up saying like going in with impressions of expectations. I mean, I was gonna go in there kind of like make fun of a lot of the stuff I saw, but like, you know, watching Zap play, the game had a lot going for it.
And yes, there's a lot of exploits I used.
You still played the game.
I mean, sometimes exploits are part of the fun, you know? I'm one of the, like, 12 people in the world who like the Dr. Robotnik look in 06.
Maybe if he had more cartoony textures, I would like it more.
Right. If
he was a normal man wearing cartoony clothes.
If he didn't look like he was wearing leather.
I'm glad I got to watch that play the game and change my idea around of it.
What do you think of Mephiles?
I do
Well, he's...
Continue on and go on to Rivals? aka the game where I jump over boost pads.
Yes, in the first game, a lot of races Zap lost because he kept jumping over the springboards or boost pads. And so much to the point that he put in a counter in the video of how many times he has jumped over them.
That's really funny, actually.
And that was also, Rivals 1 was where the fucking huge loud shadow scream glitch happened, right? Yeah. Oh my god.
That's clipped on my Twitch if you want to look for it.
I think this is the clip that you're talking about.
It's just no.
Yeah.
No! This moment.
Sonic and the Secret Rings. I absolutely hated how the levels were just like laid out.
A lot of the levels are just like the same level except slightly longer, slightly shorter, or it's got more pots or something like that. They really recycled a lot of content.
For my final mention of Sonic Secret Rings, thought it was interesting to have Darkspine Sonic as not your traditional Super Sonic thing. You get Darkspine Sonic.
Funny enough, officially teased, Darkspine Sonic is coming to Sonic Forces Speed Battle, the mobile game, which is like the first time Darkspine Sonic has been even mentioned since Secret Rings.
Anything else to say about Secret Rings?
Make Belize Reborn.
Make Belize Reborn. The next is
Rush Adventure?
Next is Sonic Rush
Rivals
Adventure.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, Rush Adventure? Okay, Rush Adventure. I mean, I love the game. A lot of people hate it because of the sailing.
Johnny!
People hate the sailing. They think it's just unneeded. It kind of is, but I don't mind it.
Better for myself.
It's like a fun connective tissue. On one hand, you could just have a level select screen, but you could also have sailing, and it's like a weird gimmick.
But yeah, once you do visit a level after you sail to it, there is a level select, so you can just select it.
So you just have to sail there first.
Yeah.
Don't remember too much from Rush
Oh,
Adventure.
the fucking my favorite improv bit that you did with Eggman.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What did Colin do?
You have to watch the video to like understand it. But it's just
you had to be there.
it's my favorite.
I ignored the whole script of like the two Eggmans.
It's my favorite thing he's done.
What's my favorite thing I've done, Zeb? Wait, what's your favorite thing I've done, Zeb?
What's my favorite thing I've done?
I'm having a stroke tonight, apparently.
You mentioned the next marathon multiple times. When this video comes out, I'm gonna put like a highlight reel of all the times we've secretly mentioned the next marathon.
Oh.
And you're most of the clips.
Well, because we never told Roman it was going to be a secret.
What we did at Rush, we did.
I feel like a complete dumbass because at this point I don't even remember what the next marathon is.
Well, you'll see.
Okay.
But Rivals 2, oh, hidden gem. Beautiful writing.
I mean, title of the video is the funniest Sonic game.
It is so fucking funny.
Only because of two characters.
Silver and Espio.
Oh, that's right.
Silver and Espio's story is just unintentionally the funniest bit ever. And the way that Zap fucking like skips the dialogue was so fucking funny too, because like we started that one going, Espio going, man, it's hot in here. Skip. If I keep a cool head, the heat won't keep me down. Skip. And that's the end.
Very good.
Your roll's a 2.
After talking about Silver and Espio, nice.
I should talk about Silver.
I swear.
Next we got Sonic Riders Zero Gravity to talk about.
Now, the exact opposite of Riders, I thought I was going to go into like liking that game more. It's boring. Like, they neutered the Riders formula so much.
I think like a monument to just how much of a disappointment that game is. Like, the zero gravity mechanic basically replaces drifting, and it's the most boring thing ever. But yeah, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, I give it a thumbs down out of 10.
You can just move on.
Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
Okay, we can talk. We can actually talk about Chronicles. Well, if we can just talk, I don't even have to go into a level. So Chronicles, a total of 4 streams to complete.
What score did you give it?
All 2s. Yeah, I gave it a 12 total.
Yeah, it's mediocre.
30.
I mean, I liked the whole like RPG aspect of the thing there, but the fact that you had to do a lot of those quick time things, and if you missed one, that move didn't work.
It just didn't work. There were some funny moments though, like when we found out that Eggman could be in the party, and he's not even in a mech, he's just walking.
Yeah, he's just a dude. He's just in his spats walking up there. I found it funny that game ended on like a cliffhanger that they never addressed. So they return to their world.
Yeah.
They return to their world to see that it's been taken over by Eggman.
Oh.
Yes.
And they leave it at that.
It just gets fixed.
A lot of people say like Chronicles takes place is like the last game in the timeline, just because that never gets resolved. None of the characters come back, like Shade the Echidna, who has a very big fan base, surprisingly. My main 4 that I chose in the party, it was Sonic, Cream, Omega, and Shadow.
You only had Sonic because you had to have Sonic.
You had to have Sonic, unfortunately.
Right, yeah.
I never took the wind element off of him.
No, you didn't. And to your detriment in some battles.
I gotta be the Knight of the Wind.
Okay, I was about to ask why, and then you said be the Knight of the Wind, and I was like, oh, that's right, he said that during the live stream, and I hated him for it.
Maybe it was best that we lost that footage.
Yeah, and officially, like how I lost it, again, I'll tell it again. I was in the middle making the video. I never usually do this. I dragged all streams into the same project, but I usually make a backup, not as a backup, but as a template for the next video. In Vegas, there's an option to remove from project, but Vegas, right below delete from project, is delete from project and all files.
Oof.
I've never hit that button until the Chronicles video. There's even a pop-up that says like, are you sure you want to do this?
You want to know the message I received too from Zap the day he did this?
What?
I'm gonna copy and paste and send it to you.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna send it to Zap too for reminder's sake.
The messages say, so I like to have an empty template for the next video I'm working on, comma, so I made one for the next one after Chronicles, even though it would be a while before I get to it, period. So I make a copy of Chronicles and delete the file in Vegas, but not the Actel files, period. But Vegas has an option to delete the files in Vegas and on the disc, period. So I deleted all of the Chronicles, and now I, closed bracket, am upset spaghetti, ravioli, whatever, I can't spell. Period. I even did a system restore, and it did nothing, period. It got rid of files I downloaded, but not the files I deleted, asterisk, period. End of whatever I just sent to you, -love Zap.
For clarity, it was every word was a send. Look at my Discord here, and I have like 70 notifications, and I was afraid to talk to him that day because didn't know how he was going to be feeling about being probably on the brink of a meltdown, because I would be. The video that never was. If you weren't there for the stream,
don't worry, it wasn't that exciting anyway.
Don't worry. Let's talk about Unleashed then. Now let's just segue into there.
There's like Dr. Picklehob or whatever, right?
Professor Pickles.
Professor Pickle. Dr. Picklehob!
I don't know.
Well, you were close, at least.
Reminder, Professor Pickle's ideal sandwich is 2 slices of, I think he said white bread, cucumber, and mayonnaise, with a little bit of black pepper sprinkled on it. That's it. I mean, do we want to just talk about the HD version?
Yeah, again.
Why not?
Graphically, it's still the best looking Sonic game to date. The art direction was just top notch in that game.
It had an actual final boss fight, too.
And not just a Punch-Out clone. I do think that boss fight went on a little bit too long with the Gaia Colossus.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. But I thought Dark Gaia was probably one of the most imaginative designs I've seen in a while.
I love the gameplay in Unleashed. None of them still hold a candle to Unleashed. Maybe Generations, but Werehog, I don't hate.
I kind of hate Werehog as a concept, but the execution's fine.
Speaking of King, segue to Sonic and the Black Knight.
I love Black Knight.
That game was much shorter than I thought it would be.
I liked all the knights. I liked that final boss. It's probably like one of my favorite final bosses in the series.
But that's just the general armor that they put on
Shadow, Knuckles, and Blaze.
Shadow, Knuckles, and Blaze, and very pretty looking. I don't think I ever got to see what Jet looked like.
Jet and Silver are exclusive to the multiplayer. Black Knight, one of my favorite soundtracks in the series. Why don't you move on to Nostalgia Era?
Yeah, moving on to the Nostalgia Era. We got, unfortunately,
the very
Sonic
impressive
4.
Sonic 4.
Sonic 4, atrocious. Next one.
Sonic Free Riders. Ooh.
Squid Games.
I felt really bad for you by the end of that, Zap, because I'm sure you were probably aching.
Yeah, my painkillers were wearing off. He stands up and he's fucking Metal Sonic.
How do you feel about calling that, Roman?
And I got mad. This isn't. I talked about this during.
Zap was mad. You were seething.
I have a weird habit of just calling shit on live stream 2 seconds before it happens. I was mad because I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to watch Zap play this more." And I'm sure Zap was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to play this more." So I was really happy because Zap finally said Squid Games.
I was like, I'm not gonna call it this. No, I refuse to. The level design in that game is actually good.
Yeah.
It's just you have to use your body. And that's the first game where everyone got new voice actors.
Yeah, the atrocious Jet the Hawk voice actor.
And that's his only time voicing Jet. Oh, no, he voices him in the Olympic Games nowadays. Next game.
Sonic Colors Ultimate.
I forget, are you a Colors lover or a hater?
I was a lover. That game is just dropping on my list. I have a good time with it, but why would I play this? Over X game nowadays.
The story is very underwhelming.
I cannot listen to those cutscenes. It makes me mad. I don't know who thought it would be a good idea to get the Happy Tree Friends people to write Sonic.
Oh, I forgot about that.
How did that even come to be?
I'm mad. This game came out ages ago, but I'm mad.
Actually playing it's fine.
It's just boring.
No, I wouldn't say it was boring. I actually think you would enjoy it if you played it.
Okay.
A simple person like you would enjoy such things.
And then there was the Sonic Colors DS version.
We can just skip the DS versions.
Sonic Generations.
That was a delightful game.
I like the gimmick levels featuring characters who aren't Sonic. Knock Knock Knuckles. I say it every time. I have to stop.
Yeah, Sonic Generations was a delightful little game. It encompassed the entire Nostalgia Era.
The modding scene for Generations is fucking nuts.
That's what I've heard.
I will probably stream a mod for Generations, a new one that just came out, that basically turns the game into 06.
Hey, who do you fun?
It's shocking how much people have turned that game into a fucking completely different game. Have you seen the Mario 64 mod?
No.
No.
People have modded Mario 64, physics and all, in Generations.
What?
I know that that's kind of like a running joke these days, is to put Mario 64 in other games. I didn't know it happened in Generations though. That's sick.
That's probably the most modded Sonic game, aside from Adventure 2. But yeah, you can backwards lawn jump in Generations.
That's really fun.
Oh my god.
Oh god, wall jumping even works the same janky way.
Alright, so Sonic Lost World.
It's one of my favorites. People meme on the Deadly Six. I don't hate them.
I don't know, I just think like Lost World was kind of like one of those...
Filler games?
Almost. It's a game that feels like it didn't belong anywhere. I thought the writing was pretty weak in that one too.
Except for Eggman.
Except Eggman, of course. Well, here we are. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric.
The third most viewed video on the channel.
Very good.
Do you think it's because it's Sonic Boom?
I don't know. Maybe it's because one of the chapters or timestamps that I put in the video is like, who would you date?
That's right. That's right.
Because I kept in the whole like, who would you date segment.
Who's the most tolerable to date?
At first it was like, who's the most dateable? And then we were just like, you can't really date anyone.
Like, there's always like some package that comes with every one of those characters.
Yeah, there's a giant. Everyone has a giant asterisk.
Knuckles infinite jump funny, haha.
Funny, haha.
I'm not gonna use the exploits throughout the whole playthrough here.
I didn't, and I was mainly referring to the Knuckles glitch, which I don't think I did that much.
Okay, fair.
Like I said, I could have skipped to the end of the game very quickly.
I remember you telling me. I thought it was a fine enough like playthrough. I mean,
watching it, yes. You will be bored out of your mind if you played it.
I figure. Right. Shatter Crystal, Sonic Boom.
What do you have to say about that game, Colin?
I will admit I was bored out of my mind watching that. That's all I really got to say about it, is that it was an extremely boring piece. If you want,
Fire and Ice.
I thought the plot of that was weird.
The one where they just got weird fucking powers, right?
Yes, Fire and Ice powers.
It didn't look like a terrible game.
It was one of your favorites, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, I go back and forth if that game is in my top 10 or not.
Wow.
So I do really enjoy that game.
I thought a robot with telekinetic powers was an interesting...
Eggman abuses a robot and becomes evil. But yeah, that's enough for Fire and Ice.
Lego Dimensions Sonic Pack.
Roman skipped out on another good one.
That was a really good one, actually. Delightful references in that one.
Yeah.
A lot of SA2 references in that one.
But the open world is probably the highlights of the whole Dimensions pack. We have to do every character's missions. Shadows is probably a highlight.
You have to give him a bouquet of flowers.
An arrangement containing the ultimate flowers.
That's really funny.
Where does this flower have to go? It has to be the ultimate position. I'll do this stage really quick, and then we'll end it off. Mania.
Fantastic game.
Somebody who cares about Sonic made a Sonic game. It's basically like a Sonic fan game with like the Sega stamp on it.
I don't like the overabundance of reused zones, just because of how good the original zones are.
At the very least, like, if you're gonna reuse zones, use some shit that hasn't already been reused like 30 times.
So you can tell the team wanted to make more original zones.
It's good. Thumbs up out of 10.
And it's a tie-in game to Forces, which ties us into Forces.
Wow.
Ties us into Sonic Forces, the adventures of Grills the Bear. What do you think of that whole creating a Sonic character way back in Sonic 3, Roman?
I'm proud of how far our son has come.
Yeah.
You finally get to
and you don't even show up for your son's grand adventure?
I'm sure I was doing something.
Yeah, probably were. I did message you, actually. Also missing Liam O'Brien as Infinite.
That's right.
But talking about Infinite, I do love Infinite. I like him as a character.
Right.
Yes, he's not
really
written that well,
to...
but I want him to come back.
Do you think he will?
No.
Probably
I
not.
mean, there's some people rumored or speculated that he might tie in somehow into Forces. I mean, Frontiers. But there's no, like, confirmation or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't show up for this game. Like, what the hell? How come he's not on Team Eggman?
You think you'd have him instead of Zavik?
Yes. I would definitely do.
Who would be the power?
Zavik fan.
Eggman.
Just make Eggman the
Eggman's the muscle.
He's the muscle.
He was in Sonic Riders.
Yeah.
He literally punched cars out of the way.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of just like, you know, the create your character kind of thing. That really was just kind of like that. I'm sure like plenty of people have been asking for that for God knows how long in a Sonic game. You think that's ever gonna come back?
At the moment, I don't know. I'd say no. I mean, the head of Sonic Team already knows what the next game after Frontiers is, so let's do the final level.
Tired yet, Eggman? I can do this all day.
And that leads us to Team Sonic Racing.
Team Sonic Racing. To end it off, we were picking... Oh no. 3.
Oh, and here's your character. 3.
Yeah, you knew it was gonna happen.
That's my boy!
I'm the main character of this team.
Without me, there'd be no Sonic.
I think this game is a good, like, overall recap of the marathon, the thing to play too. Even
Right.
regardless if it's like the most latest released game.
Yeah, not a lot of people care about this game anymore, sadly. It released, had some of the player base. Crash Team Racing then quickly released.
Yep.
So, yeah, everyone just doesn't care anymore. And
no.
the mindset of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is still the better game. I mean, it's alright. I don't care about the Sega characters, though. Everyone's saying, oh, why'd they get rid of the Sega characters, even though nobody cared for them.
Well, no, it's like one of those kind of like cases that like only 10% of the people that actually say they know this Sega character actually know that Sega character.
Like, who is this guy driving a forklift? I don't want to play as him.
First place, best of the best.
Hey, me and Blaze got first and second. Fuck you, Silver. You lost to an egg pawn.
The Egg Pawn beat everyone else, including Metal Sonic, Zavik, and the Death Egg.
And the final cutscene.
Blast you, Sonic! I'll get you this time with my super-powered monster machine and smash your puny car into smithereens!
About that monster machine, it's gone crazy, and it's headed for the energy core.
We're doomed! Without the energy core, this airship is going to fall out of the sky! We gotta get out of here!
This airship is gonna fall out of the sky!
What? Tails, Silver, Rouge, Chow. Grab the guys who can't fly and get out of here.
You're expecting the Chow to pick up someone?
Can't have you guys be the heroes without me.
Knuckles.
That's right! We'll use our teamwork to save Dodonpaw!
The power of friendship.
I feel like that could have looked better.
Oh, a million times better.
I hope Sonic and everybody escaped in time.
I wouldn't worry about them.
Because they're
Did
dead.
someone mention the door to darkness?
Hey guys.
Ho, 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 ho. It was quite the close call! Ho, 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 ho.
Son, where's my son? Did you save my son?
You're my son!
It's you.
Come here, Sonic.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Vector is so out of place.
Closing thoughts for the Sonic Marathon.
People want
I sat through every Sonic game.
So when am I going to expect that thesis?
When I'm done with my one that my actual degree is riding upon.
Writing on. You just hear me say collegiate thesis all the fucking time, and now you just want one.
I have never heard you say collegiate thesis in my life.
This is a joke I have. Whenever I talk about something for too long, I just go, fuck, I should just write a collegiate thesis at this point.
I've never heard you say that.
It's a running gag. You're gaslighting me.
It was fun, and I know you can't wait to go on to your next marathon. You know, honestly, this next marathon, I would write a thesis on.
We try to explain the lore of it?
Or explain why people like it.
Come on.
Okay, that's a bit mean. Well, considering that I only know really the first game.
You played a bit of the second one, haven't you?
No, I didn't.
No? I thought you have.
No, you're gaslighting me.
The next marathon will start when this video goes live on the Edgelords channel.
Hooray!
That's my player stats.
Numbers!
You're ranked 489 online.
Out of 400 players.
You have to play some online to get all the achievements, though.
Ah, gotcha.
So, yeah.
Bye, Sonic. I have to say is the possibilities are never ending.
Hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Why do you have to sing it like that? Why do you have to ruin my favorite song?
And the fucking live stream.
Good nights. Have a day. I'll see y'all next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
I'm trapped in gay Sonic jail.
You should should play the best Sonic fan games after this marathon. We're going to be doing another marathon from a different video game series that we're not going to say yet because I want to keep it a secret. Even though we spilled it already a few times.
All right, I won't tell anyone that it's Shrek.
Damn it, Blue.
Dude, what the fuck, Roman?
I found a chow-island.com forum post from 2011 debating Hydrocity versus Hydrocity. One of the forum posts is, I've said Hydrocity my entire life, I'm mad, and then posted like 30 pictures of Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Guess I'm going to
Have to find that key first. There's 3 of them I have to find. Why 1 key?
You combine them into one super key, and then you get to unlock Kingdom Hearts.
The continuation of this storyline has just been JK. It was this, actually.
I didn't know this was Kingdom Hearts.
He is in a full-body, like, zip-up jumpsuit there. He doesn't have pants on. His pants. Lack of pants.
It's the same thing that Sora wears. Kingdom
Okay,
Hearts 1.
well, now that's burned in my brain. That's just Sora. That is just Sora.
It's a Sora.
Hey, those guys were no sweat.
This music sounds familiar to something else, but I don't know what. It might be something Kingdom Hearts related because they use pianos a lot.
I like pianos used in music, like the video games.
You'll love Kingdom Hearts then. I'm curious, but what's the robot that attacked us?
There'll be some secret organization that's out to get me, yeah?
Organization 13?
Goyle!
I'm the legendary Super Shadow. Who are you? I'm you, but stronger. It's like as hard as the fucking Kingdom Hearts bonus fights. I don't know that I'd really call them pillars. Kind of just like stacked cubes.
Boxes.
Roxas. What'd you do with Kyrie?
What'd you do with Kyrie when you walk away?